Today's world. As you can see, I've got the van behind me and I am going to do a little video called Volkswagen T4 Trident Autosleeper Van Tour. Whoa. Okay, here I am in the driver's seat. So this van is 25 years old. So it hasn't got all the modern instruments that a new van has. It hasn't got air conditioning or anything like that. It really is basic. Let me show you. You've got on the right the clock, in the middle your speedometer, and on the left the petrol gauge, and that's it. No electric windows, and mine squeak, oh my god, which can prove tedious when I want to wind down the passenger window. I actually have to pull over to do it. It has a handy little gadget in the door here, which tells me how level I am. Some of you ladies out there might be worried about driving a bigger vehicle. Don't worry. Honestly, I prefer driving this than my Ford Fiesta. It is a bit longer, but you soon get used to the dimensions of the van when you're driving it. One of the things I would say is that it doesn't have power steering. Volkswagen, in their wisdom, decided not to give the petrol version of this van power steering, but they did put power steering in the diesel. I can see blokes out there who are watching this saying, "Oh, you should have gone for diesel." No, I should not have gone for diesel. I wanted to start this van and get that blub 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 kind of sound that a camper should make. I did not want my van sounding like an old Ford Transit. Okay? Sorry Transit owners, and sorry other diesel owners. I don't mean to upset you all, but to me how it sounded was more important than the cost of fuel. It takes about £70 to fill that tank up, and it seems to go on forever. I look at it and think, oh my god, I'm still only, still only got half, and yet I've been going for miles. So I don't find her that juicy on petrol, to be honest. Yes, power steering would be nice, but I manage. All you have to do is keep those wheels moving. Just keep it moving and you can manoeuvre her. And also I put extra air in those front tyres. That makes it a little bit lighter on the front. And I'm only 5'4", remember, I'm quite small framed and I can manage to manoeuvre this van. But if I was shorter than that, say if I was 5 foot, I think I'd have a job to put the clutch to the floor, to change gear. Because I do believe Volkswagen built this 25 years ago with the intention of a man driving it, not a woman. I do have nice armrests. I don't know whether you can see them. There we go, I can pull them down. They're nice when I'm driving. Yeah, I love it. One of the things I think you should consider if you are buying a camper is that I can access the back here. I can get straight to the back from here, from the front. This isn't blocked off. I don't have to go outside, go all the way around just to get into the camper bit. The first thing I do when I arrive on site is set my chair up. Let me show you. It's basically the passenger seat at the front and it swivels round. And you've got to tilt it forward first. Then there's a clip at the back. Whoa. And there she goes. Okay. And that's my chair. Goes in here. The table fits on quite simply, like that. And now I'm in my favourite place. And then also, I can open this door. I actually have to do that. And I can sit here, and although I'm inside, you can see it's really windy, and though I'm inside, I also feel that I'm outside, and it's the best thing about this van, that I can sit inside no matter where I am. I can sit over here, okay, I can sit over here, but with this sliding door here, I feel outside, even though I'm inside. It's why I bought it, because I don't want to feel like I'm in a little box. I want to be sat inside, but still feel that I'm out. And that's why I love this camper, one of the reasons. Now, one of the things you may notice is that I am stood upright. I'm not stooping down here. I am stood upright, and that's another reason why I bought a high top, because when I'm cooking I can stand upright if necessary, or I can cook whilst sat in the captain's chair. And that, by the way, is what these chairs are called. They're called captain's chairs. I'm not saying I'm the captain, okay? So let's just pan round to the little hob here. There we go. Actually, I've got it all open there, haven't I? What I'll do, I will close it down and then open it up, and you will see how easy it is. So this is how the grill and hob all packs away when you're on the road. So when you park up, it's really easy to basically open up like this, okay? And there's the grill there, and it's all gas, by the way, nothing is electric. So what you would do is turn your gas on, and then you're ready to cook. I have to say, there's nothing more annoying than having something rattling or banging about in the back of the van when you're driving along, something that you haven't packed quite properly. What I do, I just put a tea towel over that. There we go. Okay, like that, just to stop it from rattling about. But always remember to take that tea towel off, like I'm going to take it off now, because I don't want to light the grill, obviously, with that underneath. But yes, it really is simply to stop it, like I said, rattling about. So as I'll be using this later, I'll be making myself a cup of tea. I'm going to put that back on there and put these saucepans, because I'll be using them later, put them back on there. So that's kind of how it sits whilst I'm parked up on a campsite. So next to the hob, you've got a little sink. There we go. And it has a little tap, but it only has cold water. There's no hot water on this van. Now, in these, I put, okay, my tea bags there, and coffee and things, okay? And they're push button, so that's a good design feature, okay? And then in this one, I've got cups and plates, or my knives and forks. And one thing to bear in mind is that these two drawers you can access when the bed is out, because when the bed pulls out, it comes along here, okay? If you want to make a cup of tea, you can get your tea bags, and you can get a cup, and you can get a spoon, even when your bed is pulled out. I was talking about things rattling. What do I do about stopping things from rattling? It's a very simple thing I do. I just use kitchen roll, and I keep kitchen roll in between things, right? So in between plates, all right, just to stop them rattling around when I'm driving along. And even though I've been parked here, well, I know I'm going to be on this site for a week, I don't bother taking all these bits of tissues out. I know I'm a bit lazy. I just keep it all in there, and then just when I put it all away, you know, I just put the bits of tissue in between. Well, that works for me. At the back here, there is, I don't know what you call it. It basically means that the electric goes from here and charges up the leisure battery. So, and I've actually had a new one of these fitted because it failed, the old one. So I had a new one, and I don't have to flick a switch anymore. As soon as I'm attached to the electric, it automatically sends the electric to my leisure battery and tops that up. I do know that when I'm plugged into the electric, it's only charging my leisure battery. My vehicle battery is kind of a separate entity to that. Obviously, before I pull off site, I make sure things are kind of like compact so they don't rattle around. Then there's two little drawers here for basics. You know, I've got a chopping board in there. This one, there's the knobs for the gas. I turn the gas on for the hob, for the fridge, which I have for the heater, because there is actually a little heater in the corner here. Can you see it? So I have got warm air in the winter, or I can turn that on if I was in a hot country and I wanted cool air. It will actually put out cool air for me. So this cupboard here, oh, I just keep shoes. I think it used to house the Portaloo, the old Portaloo that came with the van, but my Portaloo is slightly too big to go in there, so I tend to put my walking boots in there. It is what you call a dual fuel fridge, I guess, because it runs under both electric and gas. At the moment it's on electric. I'm on electric hookup, so it's on here. If I was driving along, then I would put it onto here where it would come off the leisure battery and keep cold for me. And if I was on a site with no electric, then I can put it on the gas. But having said that, this particular fridge is not working on the gas. And I found that out when I was at Latitude Music Festival. It was actually warming my food up instead of making it go cold. At least it works on the electric. And I've been told they're very sensitive when they're on the gas. It has to be completely level. So I have got someone who's going to be looking at that for me, and I'm really grateful for that. The fridge is quite small. It does have a little freezer compartment there, but when you talk about living in this camper full time, you would find that fridge tiny, I think. With regard to the storage of goodies, like crisps and chocolate, biscuits, oh, bread, fruit. I have a really big bag. It is, actually it's a cool bag, but it's a really nice big bag which I sit on the front seat when I'm parked up on site, and that contains all those kinds of things, those kind of things that don't need the fridge but need somewhere to go. One of the things about staying in a camper is that you do have to move things a lot. You know, move things from A to B, back to A again in order to access something under A, which is like now. I want to show you this bit of storage, but sat on top of it is the electric socket points and my books. So this is quite a deep cupboard, and it's where I keep the saucepans when I'm travelling. Yeah, you can see a couple of bottles of red there. Oh, and I've got some lagers under there, some San Miguels. And again, a cloth over that to stop them from rattling about when I'm travelling. And I have these big water containers which I fill up. They're handy to have on board. Save me keep going over to the water tap to fill things up. So this is a real handy cupboard to kind of store all those kind of basic things. And then the bowl sits in there as well. And this, oh, that's for kind of games and things. I don't know. Look, I've got a boulet there, because that goes in the centre there for another table. If you check out dinner for 4 in a T4, we're using that table there. And also, if you check out rock and roll bed, you'll then see how I make this bed up into a rock and roll bed, because that's already covered in that video. I've got cupboards up there too. I put my makeup in there. There we go. And in this big cupboard, as you can see, I've got a lovely picture of Millie there, so she's travels with me. In here, I've got a hairdryer and bits and pieces, hairbrushes and rubbish. And then here, glasses. And again, I've got all my tissues stuck everywhere, stop things from rattling. And then you swing round to that area up there. When I go away for a week or more, I pack differently. Basically, I use these 2 boxes for when I'm away for a week. But if I'm only away for a weekend, I usually just use a hold-all and just put everything in a hold-all. So I can't, like, this limits me. Having 2 boxes like this limits me and makes me pack less. Well, that's the plan. And then behind that, look, you've got all my kind of art stuff. and my cycle stuff, because I have brought my bike this time, and the loungers and chairs and all that kind of stuff. This little cupboard here is really handy. Yep, I got those 2 boxes that I put all my clothes in, like t-shirts and things that can fold up, but things that actually look better with an iron over and that you would prefer to hang up can go in here. There we go. There is ample space behind this back seat here to put all my bedding and jumpers and coat. I just sling that in the back. It's a great space there for that kind of stuff. Now, and I got mine that all my bedding doesn't fall out, because obviously that is behind the seat. Oh, will do, hold on. Goodness, God, this is so blowy. Anyway, so this is where basically, as you can see, I put the portaloo. I put all those mechanical type things as well. Those things for levelers, you put them under the wheels to level you up. Oh, there's some jump leads in there. You've got your gas here. Your gas bottles are in here. Okay, there we go. That's your gas. And that's access to this cupboard I showed you. There we go, all my clothes hanging up in there. You see that? But that's another access from this side. So I'm going to shut this lid down before it, before everything falls out or blows out. It's so blowy today, it's unbelievable. I don't think this van is an ideal van to live full-time in. It's great for how I use it, a week, you know, weekends. It's perfect, in fact, but to live in it, I don't know, I'm not so sure. Also, I'm doing this review about this van, and I'm sure you're all thinking, yeah, but you're on your own, Teresa, it's only you. I have actually been in a camper with my partner a long time ago, and I can tell you that this van will accommodate 2 people easily. You just find that you do certain jobs, like while he's in the shower, you kind of put the bed away, or while he's doing one thing, you do another thing. And it's amazing how, as a couple, you work as a team, even in a small space like this. I thought this video would take, I don't know, a couple of minutes. It's taken me ages. Anyway, see you on my next video. Thank you for following me. I can't believe I have over 700 subscribers now. I really can't. So I just want to thank you all anyway for just hitting the subscribe button. It is a hobby to me, and it is all self-financed. So yeah, I do appreciate people who watch, and I also appreciate everyone who takes time to comment. I love reading your comments, and I always try and reply as soon as I can. Alright, see you again. I am wittering. You must all be falling asleep now. And see you again on my next vlog. Bye bye. Teresa's World.